Before I'm going to add a little addendum here, hopefully, to the beginning of today's agenda. So before I get into today's agenda, just a quick note that I forgot to mention. I'm on 6th hour, and it could be on 2nd and 5th. It doesn't matter. I renumbered a couple of the assignments to they made more sense. The main causes of World War I image and graphic organizer that's been overdue. That's assignment 21. Or if you're in, let's just go to 5th hour, or if you're in, if you're in, let's just go to 2nd hour, or if you're in 2nd hour, it would be assignment 18. And then for 19, part 1 and part 2 is, or 22, part 1 and part 2, if you're in 1st and 6th, is the Paradex, the World War I Paradex, the part 1 and part 2. Just makes more sense that they're together. And then the project boards are assignment 20 or assignment 23 in 6th hour. I'm sorry, I think I forgot to renumber that until just Sunday night. But you see the assignment's been there. Just did a little renumbering to make it make more sense. Okay, into the agenda. Good Monday. I think this is week 7. Starting to lose track of the weeks here. So I'm going to go down to number 2 first. The project boards on last Wednesday, and on Friday's videos of agenda explaining, I went through this in pretty good detail. There's just one other thing I want to explain. These are due on, these were assigned on Wednesday, due on tomorrow. Nothing was really due this weekend. This part you really don't need to worry about. It again. Page 218 in my open book. There's a beginning and an end. I think in Friday's video, I go through that. You're going to use the scribble tool, and you're going to redraw. And I'm doing a crappy job, and maybe even a thicker border, different line colors, whatever the case might be. You're going to redraw the countries, the new countries, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, other countries that merged after WW1. And again, emphasizing a couple of things. Number one, I can't emphasize the importance enough of doing your own work on this. Okay. I don't have to take away credit for people that are not performing their own work. And again, this needs to be somewhat thorough in terms of explaining the armistice, the 14 points, League of Nations, Treaty of Versailles, some of the costs. Again, I give you some clues on where you can find some of this, but then you can just title. If you look here, this is where you can find some of it. But then also title and web address of website will work as well for that. Okay, so that's the boards, and those are a small test grade. Okay, so Monday's work that isn't really down due till Thursday again. I know the Paradex are probably getting a little bit, sorry, whatever you want to call it. We're doing them quite a bit. They're efficient for this particular format. So as we plunge forward here, I'd like to try to make some progress. And we're doing a lot of skimming the surface. Again, you're doing maybe a quarter of the work that you would be doing in class. Obviously, the Pear Deck. Make sure you go through all the questions, videos. I'll be honest. Some of the videos on the Pear Deck, as you go through it, would be. Some of them are me talking, obviously, and then some of them are accounts of professionals. The Rasputin one, there's not as many professional accounts on this one. A lot of them are me talking, but whatever you can do. A couple of them are fill in the blanks based on some of the professional videos. The Rasputin, and then there's a quick 5 or 6 minute one on Lenin's rise. And the rest are me kind of breaking down the origins of the Russian Revolution back at Bloody Sunday, starting all the way back to when Nicholas takes over in 1894 to now, to 1922-23 when the Soviet Union is fully formed under Lenin, and then when Lenin dies under Stalin. That's the progression that we're going through. One of my favorite topics. We'll have some more with this on Wednesday, but again, the pair deck itself, there'll be probably some other questions with some analysis on Wednesday, but the pair deck is due on Thursday, 5/7. I know some of you may be working a little bit ahead, so and because just to make it a little bit more spaced out. Now, I know that there will be something else on Wednesday, but that won't be due probably Friday or Sunday, depending. And then the time capsule, of course, can replace an assignment as we approach week 4 of the time capsule. This was week 3. This last week. Last week was week 3, and then this week will be week 4. But of the time capsule, and I believe week 4 special events, if you're keeping track of that. The pair decks, both WW1 pair decks are overdue. The main cause of WW1 organizer and image analysis is overdue. And I think that will cover this particular week as we look at extensively. The theme of this week is Russian Revolution, causes and effects, as if you want to have a theme for the week. Okay, see you next time.